COVID-19 pandemic has left businesses struggling to survive.
Although some sectors have been reopened, some are still under lockdown. Nigeria's cinema exhibitors, distributors and employees say that the theatrical sector of the economy has lost more than 22.5 billion naira and more than 5,000 industry jobs since the pandemic hit Nigeria.
They are now appealing to the government to save their businesses from collapse. Joining us now is the Managing Director, Heritage Cinemas and Member Cinema Exhibition Association of Nigeria, Shileola Ibirunke. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on TVC.
Good morning.
Breakfast.
Thanks for having me.
Your association is calling on the government to reopen cinemas just as it has opened the aviation sector. Talk to us. How prepared are you to reopen?
We're more than prepared to open because we've taken in all the safety measures, the guidelines that have been given by the NCDC. We already have instituted temperature check at all points before you get into the cinema. We already have the automated hand wash system. We already have the safety measures being put in place at the concession area where you get the ticket in. And at the same time, we already put in the social distance measure in the cinema hall. And we've committed to operating at 50% capacity. So you have more people coming into the cinema hall per time.
So if I pay for a ticket, how are customers supposed to know that this is the limit? Is it when they pay for it? If you write sold out at this time, how is it going to happen?
Certainly. So there are two ways to buy your ticket. Either you buy online or you buy at the counter area. Just before you arrive, we would have pre-informed you to tell you that this ticket has been sold out and we're only operating at 50% capacity at this time.
All right, take us into the hall where the sitting arrangement there. Are they going to be, are you reconfiguring the sitting arrangement or there are designated seats that have to be empty? What's that?
There are currently designated seats that have to be empty and we've already marked all of that because we've had the Safety Commission visit most of our cinemas and have issued certificates of readiness to open to most of our members right now. So we've X'd some seats and then we've created family sitting area where families can sit together and watch the movie conveniently and safely.
Okay, so what is the level of engagement with the federal government? Because from what you have said, the state government has given the certification for you to reopen. Is that what you're saying? So what is the level of engagement?
The Safety Commission.
Oh, the Safety Commission. So what is the level of engagement with governments, both state and the federal, to ensure that this plea is listened to?
What we've done is, as an association, we've written letters. So we've already dropped in our letters to the government, through the federal government, to the task force, the presidential task force, and at the same time, we've gone through the local government, through our ministry, that's the Ministry of Tourism and Culture. We've done that, and we've, offered a readiness open, written out all forms of, with photos, graphics to show that there's readiness to open the cinemas in Nigeria at this time.
All right, let's talk money now, because there's a call to federal government to assist one way or the other so that you can remain in business. We know that from the records we have, about 7 billion naira was used by Nigerians to watch movies last year in 2019, and then within the first quarter of 2019, there was the issue of about 3 billion naira, used as well. But break it down for us. If government has to either bail out, if you have to use that word, or assist, about how much are you looking at? We'll
require in cash and in kind.
Okay.
In the other part will be tax holidays. We'll require some form of delayed deferment on payments, moratoriums, because most cinema owners are under loans with various either financial institutions or through the Bank of Industry. Those are the ones that serve us the funds to run our operations. So we require tax holidays, require moratoriums, and at the same time we then require cash because most of our staff members have not only been furloughed, we have actually had to ask a lot of them to leave because we can no longer survive.
So are you looking at perhaps other options? We see in some countries, and some people even in Nigeria have begun to talk about drive-by cinemas and all of that, where people can stay perhaps in their car, sit on their cars and watch movies. What options are we looking at?
For that to occur, we've had about 2 of our operators try to do that. There are multi-layered permissions and there are multi-layered certificates that you have to get for that, and it has not been successful. in Nigeria to try to have that. We've had, during the lockdown, or when the ease started opening up in the month of May, some of our operators did try to do that, but they were met with brick walls because they had to go through multi-layered commissions to get approvals to do that. And at the same time, it's actually cost intensive to achieve that. Yes, it's very expensive because then you then have to set up a multi-layered digital screen and at the same time rent a space and at the same time seek people to come in. It's not everyone that wants to stroll in. So the cinema gives you some form of, it's aspirational, it's an environment of exuberance, it's an environment you go into and you relax, but then you staying in your car. Nigerians are not even, open to most of those activities.
You might be shocked.
We have tried. We have tried. And I'm giving you based on facts that have occurred. We didn't have the expected number of persons coming at that time.
As we, from the standpoint where we are right now, what projections are you looking at? If the government decides to open the cinemas now, what are your projections? Do you think Nigerians are going to troop into the cinemas because they've been bored all the while, or there's going to be this trickling in gradually?
Because they need to feel safe.
Yeah.
So the cinema operations from its existence has always been frequent high during the weekends. People require where to go to during the weekends. And at the same time, the lockdown has, impacted heavily on your emotional, mental state of mind, and you need a relaxing environment. We're not the only ones that are closed. Bars and lounges are closed, hospitality is closed. So we expect people not to throng in immediately, but at the same time, if the operations are open, then we begin to build confidence, and over time we can then go into our normalcy in terms of operation.
All right, Shile Ola Ibirunke, thank you so much for
Thank you very much
Thanks
for your
for
time.
having
Thank
me.
you.